It is currently crimson colour, which is a deep crimson, salmon, and change gems, so I do apologise. The Assassin's Creed Gauntlet has remained the blue. Not a lot of option in them. With regards to the weapons, we've obviously been through those, the Assassin's Gauntlet, the Fat, and I am going to actually attach it. So what that's going to do is that's going to actually allow us to carry an additional 4 spikes, which can be extremely handy when dealing with things like the fight clubs. Point after every 1000 experience that you earn, spend 28 skill points to reach your next level. So that will then give us level 11. There is 6 points that we need for Life Sucker. This is a ability that allows us to gain health by performing a full brutal takedown. Now we do have what we call show off. When you perform a brutal takedown, you will be seen from a greater distance, but it does give us options of scaring guys. We also have the Torturer. Empowered enemies take more time to collapse, the screams will last longer. And we also have Make Some Noise. The radius of the sound emitted by the fear bomb is bigger. Scare people before we obviously go further into the game. Recycling spikes. This is going to be an extremely handy option once we've got obviously the Torturer. When you use a spike on an enemy, you have the better chance of looting it on that enemy. Closer to the epicenter, enemies in the center of the explosion instantly get frightened even if they were calm. And then we have fear propagation. A calm enemy will become anxious if he sees a frightened enemy. So if you see someone that's already frightened, it allows them to go straight to anxious, which means you have a greater chance of scaring them. So, what we're going to do is we are going to grab this skill, the Torturer, which allows us to have an increased chance of empowered enemies taking longer to collapse, screams lasting longer, which will hopefully scare more people. And as you can see, now I only have 2 points. The recycling spikes options come up at 6, and the closer to the epicenter will come up because I am now going to take the Make Some Noise option, which is available, which will increase the radius of the sound emitted by the fear bombs to a larger area. So we've grabbed both of those now. As you can see, they have both come up. Obviously, once I've got those and this one, so I'm going to need 6, 12, 18 assassin points, which means I need to now earn 18,000, sorry, my calculations are way off, and I'll then need 6 for that, so that's 24, so that's 24,000 experience I need to earn before I can actually unlock all of these options. And at that point, that will then give me the option of going up to the next level. Now, the current gauntlet I have, the Scene Buster, I don't actually have the option of upgrading or crafting because I need to find the schematic, as I said earlier. Upgrades, large spike pouch, which I did in the video before we were obviously disconnected. The fear bombs, we have options of crafting. The spikes, we have options of crafting, so the spikes have now been crafted. And this would actually save us having to actually purchase them, but obviously, as you can see, that's 2 that I've now done. I don't really know how many I've actually got, if I've got any, so it's 3, 4, but at this point it does use my resources. So as you can see, it's 5 skin, 15 metal. My metal's now gone down by 45, and my skin's gone down by 15, and my options are now full. With regards to the upgrades themselves, again, it's a large spike pouch which is in there, and we've already got that. Consumables, again, we don't need to craft them because we've just done that with regards to that. With regards to the database, we have an encyclopedia option as well. So allies, we have Jacob Fry, who has disappeared. Frederick Aberline, who comes across from the Assassin's Creed Syndicate game. And Nelly, surname unknown. Date of birth unknown, somewhere between 1863 and 1865. Month unknown. She was a lost woman, an unfortunate one of the 1,000 prostitutes to the Ripper's reign of terror. We have Jack the Ripper as an enemy. He was never caught in real world, so we don't know what's actually going on with that. The Rooks were part of Jacob and Evie's gang when they defeated Stark in 1868 and ended the Templar influence in the city. The Rooks proved to be one of the toughest gangs to overcome. Years later, when Jack went rogue, he had already gained the support of some of London's most dangerous men. He took over the command of Jacob's Rooks. Together they managed to recruit or kill anyone who resisted Jack's power play. Jack trained them to be more effective against the London assassins. The Rooks of Jack the Ripper ran several operations for him, including running security for Lady O's brothels. A few lieutenants reopened the fight clubs, while others trafficked in opium and stolen antiques from the colonies. There was no end to their cruel creativity. It was Jack's organisation now, and he would show the assassins that their true future lay with him and his creed of terror. Which is why the Rooks are no longer helping Evie, and why they are now an enemy. With regards to location, City of London and Whitechapel, so there's not really a lot we can do in regards to this. It's the Bank of England in the City of London, Holborn Viaduct, the Kenway Mansion and St Paul's Cathedral. In Whitechapel we have St Mary Matfelon, so there's not a lot there. With regards to miscellaneous events, the murder of Annie Chapman, again, it's something that happened that we are still trying to work out. Evie has fighting caras, which are like rings that she holds on to. There is a statue of Kali the Destroyer, which was in Jack's... Sorry, no, not Jack's. In Jacob's room. We actually managed to trace a item in the last main video we did, because this particular video is actually broken down into several parts now due to the problem we've had with the internet. We then have the Ripper's blade. This is a knife that Jack the Ripper presumably used to mutilate his victims. In keeping with the Ripper's modus operandi, the knife was moderately sharp, not as sharp as a scalpel, and it was closer in size and form to a butcher's blade than any surgeon's tool. There were a few items that came up real world in regards to whether he was a surgeon or not, because of ways that people were cut. As you can see, we have a few different options here, and this is just different bits and pieces of information that we don't really need. I'm just going through, just literally taking off the marks because they all come up from the start of the game, and they're just basic tutorials. So now that we've got all of that done, we've done as much as we can here at this point. What we're going to do is come back out. We still have quite a lot of money. We now need to find the next point of a mission. Now before we do a main mission, I always like doing the subsequent missions and additional rules and roles. Now, although I don't actually, ouch, ouch, ouch. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, and ouch. See, this is why I don't like fighting the police, because as soon as they blow that whistle, a load of them come and you always end up losing. So, what we're going to do is we're going to try and get back to where we were. We are going to try and get back to the mission at hand. Street Solution, the Industrial Revolution, which is when Assassin's Creed Syndicate is actually set. Right, we are actually back, and as you can see, if I just move around her, her fighting rings are actually on her right hand wrist. So if we actually shoot off down here, we can see there's a lot of police down here. There's actually a load of police down here. Right, and I know why. Right, that's actually the house where the policeman that we deal with, oh, I can't remember his name. Frederick Aberline, that's the one. That's actually where he is set up at this particular moment in time. That's why there's so many police around there. That would also be why I didn't realise exactly where we were. And when choosing to fight that particular Rook's guy, execution style. That is actually one of the skills that we picked up from Assassin's Creed Syndicate, and it is really handy because when you are fighting a load of guys, if you are able to pull that off, as she was a moment ago, it can scare them, so it is really, really handy.
When I get over there, you'll wish you'd never been born.
Really?
Not gonna have to hurt you. Not a time.
Right, now where was I? Right. Yes, that's what I was doing. Alright, I was thinking about scrambling up here and getting hold of that chest. Now, if there was anyone here in regards to a rook, it would have shown. As you can see, the chests have got slightly larger. Huh. Okay, he wasn't there last time. Oh, but there is a vendor around here somewhere, unless that is a shop, which I'm kind of thinking it is, because the map says there is a walkway here, but it doesn't look like there is, so we're just going to literally zip line up and over, and we will have a look. If it is a shop, as I'm thinking it is, then it is going to be handy because we can actually refill on anything and everything we need since that little debacle.
There must be something of interest
It
here.
is. Yep, just gives a refill. You can see we're
back
still
again,
under still over 2100 coin. So as and when we find out where the assassins decide to keep themselves or not.
You're a dead woman. You. Why don't I rip your empty head off?
And you, shush. Lost women. Find the kidnapped prostitute in one of the carriages, then hijack the carriage and kill or escape all pursuing enemies. Prostitute will survive and the carriage must not be destroyed. Ah boy. Locate the kidnapped prostitute.
I'll find her. I promise.
Okay. No, it said this way. Don't destroy the carriage. The carriage is gone. See, he doesn't quite know what's going on, but he does now. Lost the prostitute. So killing them is definitely not an option. Which now means I need to run around, go away.
Are you running from me? You fella?
Do I look like I'm running from you?
Please, someone! Tell me you see my friend!
Trying to turn the vision on, but it doesn't actually work. Way. You'll see why I switched to the gun in a minute.
Here now. Fast! Come on! Come on!
That's why. Give them the option of getting alongside, then shoot them. Which means the activities reset because,
Go on.
as you can see, I ended up shooting the horse instead of the guy. Which now means I need to go all the way back down here and start again.
Come on!
Oy vey. And if you want to know what that means, I suggest you watch a Jeff Dunham video with peanuts. As long as you're over the age of 18.
Come on.
Slow down, go away. Right. I actually have a long way to go. I didn't think we'd actually travelled that far. Right.
Faster!
Do you know how dangerous that is? Go away.
Miss Evie! Thank God you're here.
Right, I now know which one it is.
I'll find her. I promise.
And if you haven't figured out, it's the same one that's run both times. It would have to be the one that's got the driver. Stop screaming.
I don't want to die! Help me! Someone please help! Help! Over here!
Sound a bell. On my way! Presser, come on!
Let me go!
Let's sell this like adults!
Right. Now he should fall off.
Gotta go. That's it.
She's in my sight! Don't eat jail. Get Roger!
Oh my life. I do not believe this. I got the carriage, lost the carriage. Got the carriage back, died. This is one of the problems with this end of London. The police are completely unforgiving. So it really does make it really hard. Now, as you can see, we had a note come up saying Evelyn de Grand Prix, Aveline de Grand Prix, which was from one of the Assassin's Creed download games, actually received a message from Eve, which is quite hilarious considering Desmond through all the games up until the latter games, especially all the way through to Black Flag, was part of a message from one of the precursor race, the ones who came before. Now, even though I probably, yeah, just I thought, the problem with the gun is it does need to be reloaded. So what we're actually going to do is, because I need to go that way, I'm actually going up and over. The knives. Right, that was a helix coding. they spread up all the way through the game. And I think I've only got like half a dozen, and that's even in Assassin's Creed Syndicate. As you can see, using the zipline, it is extremely handy and extremely quick, and you can cover a large amount of distance extremely quickly. Actually, looks like we're going over the top of Buckingham Palace at the moment. Kidnap my friend, has anyone seen her? So you can actually hear that young girl at the moment. The reason I've aimed it down is to actually get me some momentum as I come down onto here. So this way I can actually
Have you seen my friend?
drop straight into it.
Miss Evie! Thank God you're here! Miss Evie! 'Tis god awful. They bashed her over the head and carried her off.
I'll find her. I promise.
Right, we already know which one she's in. So I'm going up here. We need to get down here quick and get off.
There you are. Slow down.
That isn't handy. I've now got two of them on me. This is the problem with not having the rooks. Ouch. Nuts. I thought I'd actually be able to get through that, obviously not. Come on, Eve, fire the gun.
Go.
Right. Need to hold circle to interact.
You're safe now.
You saved me! I shan't forget what you did for this girl.
Wow. That was more difficult than it had to be. Wow, talk about covering a lot of distance. And since the Templars are gone and Jack the Ripper's taken over, you don't have any cargo trains or anything on the Thames you can go and do, which can bring in a lot of items to craft and a lot of money. Ooh, gold chest. I know it may sound funny, but the gold chests sometimes hold schematic plans. Right. Now, some of the later games, I think it was in Assassin's Creed Unity, Steam Buster schematic, that was just what I was after. You actually have to earn the lockpicking skill. Now, that does make it a lot harder, because it depends on your dexterity in your fingers and whether you can actually control yourself to a point of where... Oh, I need someone to buy some stuff off of. That's handy. I didn't actually know he was down there. I was actually trying to get set up for an easy shot to cover a lot of distance with the zip line, but it's actually just ended up shooting me in the foot.
Look no further for every...
Thank you.
My best customer you are.
Really? They always say that. Right, while we're at this end,
Get your everyday essentials right here.
what we're going to do is we're actually going to take this.
Say I don't cross the street!
I'd like to see a try. We're actually going to take out this brothel, which is why I'm kind of actioning the eagle vision as I walk up. It's a pity I can't take him out. But I can now. This is one of the reasons why I prefer doing things, especially Assassin's Creed wise, from distance. That is some distance. One of them's run, one of them doesn't know what to do. Gear upgrade is...
Looks like Lady Oa's thugs have taken over the place.
Right, you tight slugs. Shake a leg. First man puts a bullet in Miss Fry gets to spend a full hour with one of Lady O's beauties.
Wow. There.
She's not allowed in here. How quick can she... she get to now? This shit's nice. Let's make a mess. Aha! Ha! See that woman there? Who do you think you are? Who's she? There she is! Intruder! She's right there! She is! She's breathing! Hope I never set eyes on that damn woman again. I could have sworn she was here. Don't you look...
Well, as you can see, we've only had one prostitute tie so far. I am trying to find this last guy, which I think is actually outside. Now, most of them look like they're just here. I am going to pin most of these guys down. This guy is absolutely bricking it, and he is being pinned as well.
What the...
He just jumped straight into the mix. How did you get back up?
She shouldn't be here. Let's make a mess.
Come on in.
Shit, she's getting away.
Yeah, that's really, you think you're going to shoot me at that distance? Really? You think you're gonna shoot me at that distance? Behave yourself. Right. So what we're gonna do is, if we can find the stairs, wherever it's gone. Hello, who is that? That better been a passerby. It was. You're free, you're free, you're free, get out of the way. And there should be 2 more groups. You are free. So I've never actually gone through and tried to actually take the brothel using the fear-mongering skills. I always tended to do it quietly. And I've never
Get down
lost...
here, you whore lover! I'm gonna skin you alive!
Oh, really? I've never actually lost... Hey, Bob Punk. Thank you very much. Bob Punk is a sound guy. I had a little issue with my mobile, and he was able to sort it out. Much appreciated to that. Right, we are going to go outside, and here he is. I'm definitely gonna need... I don't know why that's happened. I'd assume that she's taken a hit somewhere along the line.
Those thugs won't be beating us or stealing our halfpennies anymore. Thanks to you, Miss Evie.
And now the girls are safe. Which gives me a bucket load of money, a bucket load of experience. Prostitute support increased, which is a bonus. Now I'm kind of hoping it's going to mean we can actually get 2 or 3 together. Not for anything that most guys would want, but to actually provide support to Evie in regards to keeping her shielded like the courtesans did for Ezio in the Assassin's Creed 2 games. Now that we've done that particular mission, what we are going to do is just have a quick look. What is next? Lost Woman 2, Lost in the City. Oh, a locked chest, and it's gold. Well, we're actually going to put that on hold for a second, and we are going to shoot 360-ish meters this way. We're going to grab this gold chest, because as I said, the gold chests are the ones that we all want, because they hold schematics and things like that in them, which makes them not just highly desirable, but it allows us to unlock other objects and different bits and pieces within the actual game itself. Actually makes me surprised that Evie decided not to jump at that particular point. Right, let's just shoot across to here.